So I thrifted an item. I don't know what other people would call it, so I asked some friends. And we came up with the term a keepsake box. So that's what we're gonna call it. It was possibly some type of a mail organizer, something along those things. I don't know, because it has drawers. So you guys, tell me, one, what you would call this piece, and two, stay tuned to the very end to see the final result, because it is beautiful, beautiful. Jumping right into the second coat of Farm Fresh on this mass-produced little box organizer thing. And the first coat went on pretty well. This is that like press board, almost like a really, really thick cardboard. But this is actually going on very, very easily. I only needed the 2 coats. I did not need any more. And while I finish getting the paint on this piece, let me introduce myself. My name is Sandra, and I'm the owner and creator here at Midwest Charm. I specialize in repurposed, upcycled vintage home decor and furniture, as well as all of your DIY needs. I carry Debbie's DIY paint. I carry Sweet Pickins milk paint. I carry Iron Orchid Designs, Roy Cycled Treasures, Connie Lanson Designs, and more. You can find everything linked below on our website, www.midwestcharm.co, as well as all of our social medias below and email. You can always reach out to us on any of those social media platforms. And I also link up a list of all the items that I use in each of my projects, and that will be down in the description as well. So here we are just finishing up this second coat, and then we're going to move on to the next step. You do see me taking up my mister bottle every now and then just to mist this paint to help it glide a little bit better so that I'm not pulling up that bottom layer when the top layer reactivates it. We are taking out our white mixing ink by Iron Orchid Designs as well as our typesetting stamp. We are using the number 1 and the number 2 from this set. And here I am using one of my thin mounts, and it doesn't stay on there, so I just use my fingers. And I am using my fingers to place down the number 1 and then gently rubbing over it to make sure that it all gets on there. And then we're going to do the same exact thing with the number 2. I have also not sealed in my paint yet. So this is still just the paint, no top coat. I know a lot of people will do a top coat before doing their stamping, but on this one, I am not. And now we are adding our number 2. And again, applying it where I want it, and then gently rubbing it down to make sure that all the parts get applied evenly. And if they don't, I don't even care because we are going for a distressed look on this piece. And now we're pulling out Kindest Regards. If you do not have this in your stash, y'all, you need this. It is a fabulous stamp. I use it all the time. And here I am inking it all over and just kind of being a little bit random with it, heavier in spots and lighter in spots. I'm using a baby wipe right here just to wipe up any of the excess like over inking that I may have done. And then I'm going to press this down and bend over that top and press it down, and we're going to do the same on the other half and kind of make it random so it doesn't look like the same words repeating. So I shifted this up a little bit and then just did like the date and stuff up on the top, and then we are going to wipe down that ink or that stamp and set it aside. And yes, we're using a third stamp. This one is called Vintage, is it Vintage Textures, I believe, and it's got like 4 little stamps in one set, and I am obsessed with it. We're using white ink still, and I'm just randomly touching the big crackle and the small crackle all over this piece. You guys, I know you're looking at this and going, I don't see anything. Wait for the magic to appear. Once Once all the paint is dry, I am going to take out one of my favorite transfers, Rose Botanicals, and I am going to place a rose on the cover of this, and we're just going to peel off the backer and then apply it where we want it. Use the little transfer tool to rub down all the goodness and peel back that top layer as we are doing this. And we're just going to go slow and get this all applied. Make sure that your ink is also dry before doing this. It's very important that you make sure your paint is dry, but you do need to wait for your ink to be completely dry as well. I did take a hair dryer to this piece right before applying this just to make sure. I did not want to have any of these pieces not stick. I am going for a distressed look, but I really wanted the rose to be the main focal point of this cute little keepsake box that we are finishing. Once you have the entire transfer applied, you're going to take that top vellum piece and you're going to rub it all over that, or use your hands and rub it all over the transfer just to make sure there's no bubbles and it's firmly applied. I'm also taking some of the text from that transfer as well and applying it in random spots on this piece as well. So this one's going up and down on the side, and you will see I do one above the drawers and on one of the sides as well. This just adds a little bit more visual interest and a little bit of contrast against that pretty farm fresh and the white ink from our stamps. And here's where the magic happens. I am taking clear wax, and look, guys, do you see how that just suddenly pops? All that ink is popping out and you can see it all. And we're going to use this clear wax to seal up our entire piece. And once we get it completely applied, I do let it sit on there for a little bit and then go back in and wipe off any excess wax. I cannot believe what a difference one coat of wax will make, or one sealer in general, to make the white ink stampings that we did just really pop off of this piece. It is so beautiful, and it was exactly what I was looking for. What you don't see is I did go in and distress this piece before I waxed it. And I think as I'm going through and waxing all the different parts, you may get a little bit of a view of that, but I did get that done as well. And because it looks like it's smeared, but I promise you in the final pictures, it's not all smeary. So anywhere that I have painted, I am applying a coat of wax. And again, we're going to go back in and wipe all this off and buff it up when we are done applying it. And here we go, you guys. This is after it's all waxed and wiped off. And here are our final shots. This turned out so incredible. I seriously debated on keeping it, but I already have a vignette that I have planned for this. But the white that we distressed down to just makes all that background pop, and I could not be happier with how this piece turned out. It is stunning. The crackle adds to it. Every little bit just adds that another depth to it that you just can't get on a piece that you're going to buy in the store. You have to let me know your thoughts on this piece because it turned out so great. So, what did you think? What would you call it? And is the transformation not incredible? I wish I had taken before shots, you guys, because it was just a plain, dull, white, very much manufactured, and it looks so good right now. You guys know I keep my thrifted flips done over there, and I keep looking at it, but it's so pretty, isn't it? I can't wait to hear what you think of it. You guys, please like, subscribe, share, all the things that help little businesses like mine, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.